Everybody, when push comes to shove, they always look at the captain. And in order for a crew to be really smooth, the captain has to be good. And I thought it'd be cool to do a tier list where I rank how well I think some captains are in the series. We have the tier list is excellent, good, alright, and trash. And the requirements are basically just how good of a leader they are and how they treat their crew. But if you guys enjoy regular anime content, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. With that, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's get into the tier list. Starting out, we have the fake Monkey D. Luffy, and he is the leader of the fake Straw Hats. I'm gonna have him in trash simply because number one, he wasn't even the real captain of the Straw Hats, and two, when I believe it was one of the Straw Hats they got kidnapped, I think it was Robin, they didn't really give a fluff about him. And also when push came to shove, they lied to everybody and they tried to escape and run on their own. They didn't really give a fluff about anybody else. So yeah, I don't think he's a good captain at all. Next we have Brownbeard. I'm going to put him in the alright tier. He's not very strong, but at the same time, some captains aren't necessarily going to be strong, and that's okay. He cared for the different crew members. Whenever they were sick, they went to Law and Caesar and they got fixed, and he served and wanted to get his crew back once he found out everything that Caesar had done to him. So he respects his crew, he wishes the best for them, and I think that puts him in the alright tier. Moria, I'm going to put him in Not gonna lie, he doesn't do anything to the point where I think he's a horrible captain, but at the same time, I'm not following him. I think he did Oars a little bit dirty. Yeah, Absalom, Perona, they all care. Like, the reason I put him here is because Perona, once she found out that Moria was a lie, she went after him because she wanted to be with him again. I think that's good enough to have him not on the trash tier, because if one of your crewmates wants to be with you again, that means you did something right? Alvida, she is going to go on that trash tier because she would hit and beat up on her crewmates. Didn't really think she was a great leader, didn't do anything that stood out. She's not a very good leader, plain and simple. Kuro is definitely a bad one. There was the scene of how he was forgotten. I want to put that in quotes because he tricked one of his crewmates, had them hypnotized into being Captain Kuro so he could be the one to get captured by the Marines and Kuro would escape. And then there was also different times, as you can see in this, he threatened his crewmates with killing them. He even used, I believe, I forget the name of the attack, but where he would go supersonic speed, was slashing everybody that was part of his crew, and he didn't respect them at all. He's probably one of the worst captains to ever do it in One Piece. Arlong is a jerk, but boy is he a pretty darn good captain. He cares about each and every one of his fishman brothers. He was very upset when they were defeated, going after, especially Zoro wanted him dead and wanted Luffy dead, created Arlong Park for them. I think that he's a leader that people want to follow. They respect his strength, they respect his leadership, and he's pretty freaking good. I'm gonna put Brooke in the alright tier. We didn't really see much from him, only in the flashback. I don't think he did anything spectacular, but I also don't think that he did anything to harm or hinder his crew. Same with Zeph. I'm putting him in the alright tier because we barely saw anything from him. From what we've seen, is that he's a kind and compassionate person. If you want to base it off of the Baratier with all those people respecting him, I could see him being in the good tier. I guess we could do that, but at the same time, I don't really know. I don't want to put the Baratier because yeah, he's a chef, but he's not really a pirate anymore. I'll put him at the top of alright, but at the same time, like I said, this is based off of him being Red Leg Zeph and not the retired chef that he is. If it's based off of the chef that he is in the present timeline, then I'd probably put him in good. Buggy's another one that I'm actually going to put in good. This is going to be surprising because although he is not strong, although he lies and gets away with a lot of stuff, for some reason people follow him, right? That's how Oda writes, and that's his gag, so that's why they follow him. But he has different people, I guess you could say, under him, like Mihawk and Crocodile. I know that it's more than that, but there's so many other people that are willing to follow him, willing to trust in him as a leader. Don Krieg, he is going to be next to Kuro in trash because he doesn't give a fluff about his people like that. He beat them up, he would blow them up, he would hit them, poison them. He's not a good leader whatsoever. Foxy, he doesn't do anything special, right? I don't think he's bad like Moria or anybody in the trash tier, but I also don't want to put him on good. I know there's some people who are willing to follow him, but he just doesn't do anything special or something that changes my perception of him. Bellamy, he's another one that I'm gonna put in trash. I'll probably put a little bit in the top because some people would follow him because of his strength and out of fear a little bit, but at the same time, he's not really somebody that I would want to follow. When he went to Skypiea, he lost all his crew. Like, he got there, but he lost his crew, so do I really want to put my hands on somebody that can't even take care of his crew? It's not very good. Julie Boney, we don't really see much of her. I'm gonna put her top of S simply because, well, we don't really see much from her. There's nothing more I can say about it. Same with Caribou. I don't think that he is a bad captain, but at the same time, you really don't see much of him. This may be a little bit unpopular. I'm putting Hawkins here. I really want to put him in trash because of how he uses his devil fruit in order to escape death or escape deadly attacks, and he uses it by sacrificing his crewmates. Yeah, fluff that. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm putting him in here. I'm not about to sit up here, work under Hawkins, and he's going to freaking use me as a sacrifice, getting hit by a Kizaru kick. I don't want to take that. So yeah, he's not a good captain. X Drake, another one, ain't really seen much. He's really a member of Sword. I don't think that he'd be a bad captain, but we don't really see him. Benji, I put him at excellent. The amount of people that respect him is insane. Like, because we don't really see much of him, we never are going to truly see his extent as a captain, but he gets so much respect from his men. And I think that's all you can really ask for a good captain and leader. As long as you have people who are willing to follow you, and they are, hey, I have them at the top. I'm gonna put Ace at good simply because of two things. The flashback, we saw how much he cared about his men when Whitebeard was there. He put like a little barrier around so they could escape. You guys haven't read the Ace novels, I highly recommend you guys do. Those are pretty interesting. And also, I like what he did when it came to Teach. Granted, he ended up dying. Well, not dying, he ended up losing, getting captured, but he felt as if it was his responsibility as his commander in order to bring Teach back and take him down for what he did to Thatch. And I think that's so cool as a captain. Taking responsibility is something that good leaders do. Another one that I think is pretty good, I'm putting Boa Hancock up there. Now, is she mean? Yes, she'll kick cats, she'll kick seals, but when it comes to the people on Kuja Island, and when it comes to her sister, she is very much the person in charge. She wants to make sure everybody is safe, and she is just all around a good person to the people that she cares about. Another one that is going to break the excellent tier, I have Fishman Tiger, or Fisher Tiger. I don't know why I said Fishman Tiger. I think that the reason I like him is because of what he did for Koala. I think it set a good example for the rest of the people. I mean, Arlong, he didn't like it, but Jinbei, it paved his path, and how Fisher Tiger didn't want to have revenge on humans because, you know, like the cycle of hatred, all that stuff. I do wish that he would have set a little bit of a better example when it comes to why he didn't accept the blood. I understand why he didn't, but at the same time, I think if he did, Arlong may not necessarily have gone on that path. But nevertheless, everything that he did, so many people respect him. I gotta put him in the excellent tier. Law's another one. He's pretty tricky. I'm gonna put him in good. I would not have a problem if people put him in excellent. The only reason why I'm putting him in good is because, yeah, he gets people to work under him, but I'm kind of surprised. If he was such a really good captain, then I don't know why he wouldn't have stronger members on his crew. At the same time, so many people look up to him. Beppo fought for him against Blackbeard in the recent chapters. So like I said, if people want him excellent, I'm fine with that, but I'm gonna put him at top of good. We got Godusop. We'll just put him here. I don't know, he doesn't do anything to move the needle. Let me just put it that way. Doflamingo, this might be a hot take. I'm putting him as good. You don't have to like him as a person, but the stuff that we saw with Baby 5, with Buffalo, with Treble, Diamante, and Pika, when they got defeated, he was upset, or when they were in danger, he got upset. That's the type of person that you want to follow. Blackbeard's another one. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna put him here simply because people follow him because of like him freeing them from Impel Down of his strength, but we just have so much mysteries around him that I can't put him in good. Probably towards the end of the series, when we see more about him and Hashinosu and his goals and why people follow him, I'll probably put him a little bit higher. I think Kaido's a pretty good one. He does beat up on subordinates like the NPCs, but when it comes to the All-Stars, when it comes to the Toby Robo, he cares about them. I especially love his relationship with King and how he ended up freeing him, and he said, hey, you're going to be my right hand man because you're strong. Really love that about Kaido. Luffy, automatic, excellent. Not really much you got to say. He gets angry for his friends, he fights for his friends, he wants his friends to be around him, and he just is such a great leader, and you know, he's strong and fights for everybody. Big Mom, I'm putting all right. The reason why I'm putting her there is because a lot of her kids, they care for her, but at the same time, she did it on accident, but she still ended up taking the soul of one of her kids. I don't know, I don't really rock with that like that. Whitebeard's another one, gotta go in the excellent tier. You know, when that dude stabbed him, he didn't give a fluff. He hugged him, was like, hey, my stupid son, I still love you, right? He cares about Ace, cared about Thatch, cares about every single one of his kids, you know, and his sons, and you know, he fought a Marine Force so that everybody else can escape. Who doesn't want to follow a leader like that? Shanks, another one. Whenever you tick off his friends, he gets angry. I mean, there's not much more you can say about that. When Kid tried to, you know, take over and destroy all the ships, Shanks hit him with a divine departure, got angry and got pissed. When have we ever seen Shanks go all out when somebody tries and does something to him? We haven't, unless that his friends are in danger. Roger freaking, I don't have the proper term for what it's called, but I think he fought like with so many different people because they insulted his crew. I don't exactly have the direct quote, but Roger's crazy, so if you insult his crew, he is going to make you pay for it. So yeah, I think he's a pretty excellent captain. Warple, trash. Ain't got much to say about him. Same with Apu, I'm putting him in trash because he double crosses everybody. I can't trust him. I don't think he'd be a great captain. So yeah, those are the captains that were available in this tier. I know that different individuals, off the top of my head, I guess you could say Crocodile was, I think he was the leader, but he wasn't technically a captain, so that's why he wasn't on here. There's also other different members of the worst generation that aren't on here. I like Eustace Kid. I'm surprised he's not on here. If I had to put him anywhere, I'd probably put him in the good tier because of how angry he got for Killer and how he fought with him and, you know, cares for him, all of that. It just shows that he is compassionate when it comes to his crew. That's the only person that is left off that I could think of. Let me know if somebody else wasn't available that should have been on here in the comment section below. But yeah, those are the captains that are available. Let me know how you guys feel about my list, who you change, who you agree with in the comment section below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok is on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.